Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is the DUG here. First thing first, I want to apologize for not being able to do a video yesterday, but I was a little bit under the weather. I'm still a little bit under the weather today. Not feeling the greatest in the world. Nose is itchy and shit. But let's get this going. It is, of course, my review of one of the games I platinumed a few days ago, Zombieland Double Tap for the PlayStation 4. To give a little bit of a history, as we know here on this channel, I love to give history of my games I platinumed. The initial release date for this game is October 15th of last year. It's developed by High Voltage Software, and it is a shoot 'em up. It came out on PS4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows. The publishers were GeoMill Entertainment and Maximum Games. Now, of course, with that being said, let's get into a little bit more of the history, into it a little bit more. Now, I should make a note, if you live in Europe, it was done by Maximum Games, and North America was GeoMill Entertainment. Now, the plot pretty much follows, it's set in between the events of Zombieland and Zombieland Double Tap, so it pretty much takes place in the same movie universe. And this is technically a tie-in to the second movie. So keep that in mind. Anyway, let's talk about the trophies real quick, because there are trophies for this. Now, the platinum rating, which I'll give at the end of the video, there is a few things to note. Particularly, there are 3 trophies you would need to know about. The first one is the only one for the Horde trophy, and that is complete Stay Alive in Horde mode for 88 minutes, and that's a tie-in to the original film. There is a way to cheat that a bit. We're actually going to show that one off real quick, just so I can show you how to, for your trophy hunters out there. Go to Not So Pleasant. I would recommend you have your controller charged or keep it charged for doing this. And then we'll discuss the other 2 ones. Now, pretty much all you want to do for this, if you want to just cheese this, just go over here and just sit here on top of this for 88 minutes. The zombies will not attack you, and you can pretty much just chill. But be warned, since it is 88 minutes, you better be able to do other things like go cooking, clean your house, make love to a woman, go to the grocery store, because it is the most time-sensitive trophy in the game. Well, one of the 2 most time-sensitive trophies in the game. But this one's the most boring one. And I also recommend waiting until you're at least got everything up to level 10 as well, which there is a trophy for that, getting everything to level 10. The only one you really have to worry about is the clown, because he can still hit you, but everybody else really can't. But the clown will probably only throw 1 item at you, and that be it there. So moving on to the other trophies in the game. There is one for beating story mode in about 5 hours, but that's easily done. You shouldn't have an issue. But there is 2 trophies that have to be discussed before I show off the gameplay. And that is this. Get Zombie Kill of the Week and beat the game with 4 players with the original cast members. So in better words, you would have to beat it with Tallahassee, Columbus, Wichita, and Little Rock.
I feel fine, and like I should be killing more zombies.
I'm here to beat ass, and if you step aside, I'll make sure it's zombie ass, not yours.
I just play as Tallahassee, but you really need 1 or 2 things. You must have 4 controllers for this, because there is no online mode, which is hilarious, because the other game is kind of tied with this to a degree. Jumanji does. Or you can do the Switch user method to get this one. My recommendation for that is, if you just want to get it out of the way quick, do the first level. If not, I would recommend doing the score side mission, because that one's kind of quick. And to do the user side method, I'll tell you how to do that. At the character selection screen, sign in as normal with your main account. Press X to ready up, then hold the PlayStation button, head to quick menu, select power, and then select switch user. Here you select new user, then choose play as guest. Afterwards, select do not sign in. Then you'll be back on the dashboard with the guest one account. Select the game then you have the option to press X to join with the guest 1, and you pretty much do this for the guest 2 and 3 as well. 'Cause those are the only ones that will involve multiple controllers, so keep that in mind. As you can see, I already beat the game, and I am going to do my favorite side mission actually, the high school reunion. It is a side mission, I should point out. You not only get a trophy for completing every mission, but you also have to complete all the side missions to get a trophy as well. You also get a trophy for killing every zombie type, and you also get a trophy for using every interactive thing to kill a zombie as well. And for you, and you have to travel from LA to DC in under 5 hours and 45 minutes, which is easily done. You should not have an issue getting that. And getting to level 10 is not that hard either for each one. It's just a little bit of time consuming on that. Anyway. I know this is early, that's why I know not a lot of people are going to be up watching this right now. Of course, to attack, you do one. Same with if you have a gun, you can actually just do that. But there's a trophy for the rifle as well. Keep that in mind. I think you had to shoot so many zombie heads in at the same time with one bullet. You pretty much level. You get of course, you can level up at the end of the level, and it's based on how well you did, how many zombies you killed, how many weapons you used, and all that. There's also one for difficulty, but yeah, there's no difficulty-based trophy here, so you don't really need to worry about difficulty if you don't want. And it is a top-down, as you can see, and you use the left analog stick to move, and you use the right analog stick to aim. Okay, now we got some landmines. To do the landmines or anything that is a projectile, whoa. Get away from the exploding zombie real quick.
You treat me right.
You just hit the L2 button and it will drop a landmine.
Quick fix and back at it.
And by the way, this is the easiest place to get a zombie kill of the week. Just do that. Back out and boom. You'd get nominated for it if you had another player in here with you. The controls work pretty well, but what makes me sad is the audio. The music's really not that great, unfortunately, in my opinion. In B1, you will be hearing the same gunshots over and over again, so yeah. But the game's not that difficult. Mission 9, the last 2 missions will take a while, but if you know what you're doing, you shouldn't die that much. You might die at the beginning a bit because you're not strong with the level, but you can replay the same levels over and over again to boost up your level. I prefer the motel cocktails over the landmines, but that's just me. Yes, you do get grenades as well. Now, of course, the Twinkies refill your health. You have to collect 100 Twinkies, and you do get some extra bonuses like damage boost or speed, depending what you pick up.
Shorts year round, whistle permanently embedded in throat, strongly motivating everyone around him to run. Yeah, this is basically a high school nightmare. I hated high school.
Now, while the controllers work and this audio just that, I will say the game is repetitive. Yes, I know. Anybody who knows me knows I did pick the Jumanji game up this week, but I've had more fun with the Jumanji game, which is kind of like everyone compares these two. I don't know why. Me personally, Zombieland's not a bad game, and if you love the films, you'll probably love the game. But to be honest, you're probably better off just watching the film, because this kind of feels like they really didn't put that much time and effort into it. But if you have people you can play with at your house, or
felt right. That one felt right.
and to show that out, that's his special move. He, oh overall, Zombieland Double Tap, well, it's not a bad game, and it's definitely cheap. I think it goes for like $20 right now. You can tell it's just... nah. I mean, I can kind of recommend it if you love the film, or if you love killing zombies and you don't really feel like spending money to get one of the Resident Evil games. But yeah, just stick with the movies here, guys. So overall, the trophies, I'm gonna give them about a 3 out of 5. The only reason I do that's because you have one that's very time-consuming and annoying in the Horde, and then of course you have the other two that you need the multiple controllers for, or the switch user method, which is time-consuming as all hell. Other than that, the rest of the trophies are very easy, but those 3 trophies make it a little bit difficult, and why this is an Ultra Rare Platinum. As for the game itself, while not a bad game by any means, it does feel rushed. It does feel like a cash grab game. And I am glad I can say this. I picked this up on sale on the PlayStation Store digitally for about $10 last year. So not exactly the biggest waste of money I've had, but overall, it's not the greatest either. So I give Zombieland Double Tap Road Trip for the PlayStation 4 a 2 out of 5. Not the worst game in the world, but definitely could be better. Only can recommend it, like I said, if you love the films of killing zombies. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below if you played this game, or if you love the Zombieland films in general. Let me know what you love about them. Until next time, later tonight, when I'm hopefully, keyword hopefully, able to do Fall Guy, because I'll starting to get a little bit better. You know, my headache is gone, but I still got the sore throat a bit and the stomach issues. No, it's not the C virus, it's the T virus. I'm going to be turning into a zombie to hunt Jill and Wesker down. Until then, have a good night, and I will see you all later tonight.